Hi friends, I'm Ivy. Welcome to Primal Flow Yoga. This class combines mixture of primal movements and vinyasa yoga combined together in one continuous flow. This is a great way to introduce you to some of the primal movements, and then we'll put it all together in a nice flow. So when you're ready to begin, we'll start in a kneeling position in the middle of your mat. So you can keep the top of your feet flat down to the mat. Sit back towards your heels. If this is really uncomfortable for you, you can always put a pillow between your thighs and your calves here. So just sit back towards your heels. Take a big breath in through the nose. A big audible exhale out through the mouth. Just arrive here, your body. So let's begin with some neck mobility. So look to the right side and then sweep your nose all the way up and over to the other side. Reach your chin down towards the center of your chest as far as you can. And then continue this. Reach your chin to the right side. Nose sweeps up and over to the left side. Look down through center, stretching the back of the neck here. Good, one more time on this side, all the way up and around. Good, slow, thoughtful, intentional movements. When you get through the center, let's switch the other direction. So reach your chin towards the left shoulder, sweep your nose up and around. Big half circle over to the right side, then reach your chin down towards your chest, down through the center. Stretch the back of the neck. Good, keep this going 2 more times, all the way up and around. Slow, thoughtful movements, just warming up the neck. Good, last time, all the way up and around. Beautiful work. Okay, so now we're gonna switch to fire toes. So tuck your toes here in this kneeling position. Make sure you get your pinky all the way tucked under. All 10 toes are tucked under. So stay here and then interlace your fingers together and then create some big circles here. So we're just switching sides, warming up into the wrist, really squeezing the hands together in a big fist. Warm up into the wrist. With Primal Flow and Vinyasa Yoga, you're a lot on your hands, so I really want to properly warm up the wrist here to make sure we're feeling really good in our bodies. Good, unwind the fingers and then press the heel of the palms together. Fingers out wide, and then send your arms forward, straighten them out, fingers splay out wide, and then rotate towards the center line inward. The back of the palms meet. And then we rotate all the way back and around. So we're trying to keep the wrist connected the entire time here, rolling underneath, all the way up and around, splaying the fingers out wide. Good, keep this going as we rotate underneath, up and around, splaying the fingers out wide. Good, active stretching of the wrist as we rotate all the way around. Good, now go the other direction, switch it out to the other side, fingers out wide, rotating in. Good, I'm really distracting you from your fire toes here. Good, as you keep rotating in. Good, keep this going. Good, one last time. And then reach your hands down towards the sides and then shake them out like you're unscrewing a light bulb here. Just gentle shakes. Beautiful work. Now untuck the toes, come into a tabletop position and tap out your toes. The tops of the feet tap down on the mat. Nice. And then spread the fingers wide into the mat. Your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. Knees are stacked under your hips. And then draw a big circle around in a clock-like motion all the way around your wrist. Good. Again, we're just continuing to warm up into the wrist. Feel the weight shift as you move around. Feel the weight shift in the pads of your hands. Where is all of the weight going? Good. Stay out of any painful ranges here as you rotate around. Now circle around the other direction, shifting over your wrist line all the way back towards your hips. As we just, nice gentle movement, easing into the wrist. Really spread the fingers wide, grip down into the mat here, tuck your toes and lift your knees 1 inch off the mat. Bear pose or hovering tabletop. So your knees are lifted 1 to 2 inches off the mat, so they're staying really low here. The back of the neck is long, so lift the back of the skull to the sky. Now press out through the fingertips, engage the navel into the spine, engage the core here, hold. Nice, now pick up your right foot. And then sweep your right knee underneath your body, twisting to the left. Good, keep going all the way. And then place your right foot at a diagonal of your mat. And then reach your left hand back behind you. Now we're in crab pose. So keep your hips low, shoulders drawing back. Beautiful. Lift your right hand to your chest. And then lift your hips up high. Good, sweep your right arm back, reaching down towards your left hand. Open all the way up towards the front side of the body. And then come back down through center. Set your hips low. Right hand reaches back. Good, now listen up. Right foot lifts. You're going to sweep it underneath the window of your leg. Place it back to the mat and then rotate back around to hovering tabletop. Good, you got it? All right, let's go to the other side. Lift up your left foot. Left toes reach back. You're going to sweep your left knee underneath your body, twist to the right side. Reach your right arm up. Plant your left foot down. Reach your right hand back behind you so you're at a diagonal on your yoga mat here. Good, keep your hips low, reach the shoulders back. Fingers are pointing away from you here. And then lift up your left hand to your chest. Lift your hips up high. Reach all the way back. Left hand reaches down for the right hand as you open up the back body. Think back bend here. Then sit your hips back down through center, hand to your chest. Left hand back down. And then pick up your left foot here, sweep it underneath the body. Good, plant your left toes back down and rotate back down, hovering tabletop. Good, we're gonna try this one more time on each side. So lift up the right toes, sweep underneath, turn towards the left side. Plant your right foot down, plant your left hand down, crab pose. Reach your right hand to your chest, lift your hips up high, sweep it back, think back bend, your right hand reaches down for your left. Come back through center. Right hand plants down. Pick up your right toes. Sweep underneath the window. Rotate around. Back to hovering tabletop, bear pose. Good. This time left foot lifts. Twist to the right. Sweep your left knee underneath your body. Plant the left foot down. Plant the right hand down, crab pose at a diagonal. Left hand to your chest. Lift your hips up high. Reach all the way back. Left hand reaches down for your right hand. Sit back down low through center, crab pose, left hand down. Lift your left toes, sweep it underneath through the window. Reach around with your right hand, come back to that hovering tabletop. Nice work. Lower your knees down to the mat. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, cow pose, lift up. Exhale, cat pose, round and tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, cow pose, draw the shoulders down away from the ears, tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat pose, tuck the chin into the chest. Push the mat away as you curl in. Good, one more time. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Beautiful. Tuck your toes, send your hips up high to a downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Pedal out your legs, bending one knee and then the other. Twisting your hips from side to side, just feeling a nice lengthening. The side body, all the way the back of the legs, the hips. Just find some movement that feels really good for your body. And then we squat our hips low. We're gonna sit our hips back. Knees are lifted a couple inches off the mat, reaching the fingertips out, long, straight arms here. And then we're gonna launch forward, bringing the right knee in towards the right tricep. Really try to squeeze it up and in towards the armpit. And then send your right foot back, squat back low. Good, launch forward, left leg comes with left knee to left tricep. Squeeze it up towards the armpit, engage the back body. And then step your foot back, squat low. One more time on each side. Right leg comes in to the right tricep. Squeeze in, shift over the wrist line, and then send it back. Good, left leg, sweep it up and in, squeeze forward, and then send it back to downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, lift your right leg back. Reach back through the right heel. And then exhale, curl it in as you step to the outside of your right hand. Good, lizard lunge here. Just hold this position. Start to rock back and forth. The left foot rocking back and forth to the ball of your foot, all the way over your wrist line. Good, and lower the back knee down to the mat, untuck the back toes, reach your arms to the sky, low lunge. As you reach up, lengthen the side body. Really try to lift out of the hips here. So pressing down through the back knee, the right foot lifting up, reach up to the sky. And then reach your right hand down towards your hip. Reach your left hand up and over to the right side. Feel that nice side body lengthening all the way out and down through the left side of your leg here as you reach up and over. And come back through center, reach up. And then plant your hands down to the mat. Right hand comes to your right knee. Push the right knee away from you. Good, and then bring it back through center. Good, keep this going. Right knee pushes out to the side and back through center. We're just opening up the hips here. Push out to the side, back through center. Keep this going. 2 more. Last one, push out and back through center. Plant your hands. Step back to a plank pose. Lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, lift up. And then exhale, lower back down, tuck your toes. Push back through a plank pose. Back to downward facing dog. Nice work. Inhale, left leg lifts, reach back through the left heel. And then squeeze it in knee to nose as you shift your weight forward. And then step softly to the outside of your left hand. Good, keep the hips low here, and then start to rock back and forth in your lizard lunge here. So your right toes are shifting back and forth, high on the ball of the back heel, all the way into the toes, shifting over the wrist line and sending the heel back. And then lower the back knee down to the mat, untuck the back toes, lift up, low lunge. Good, again, we're deep into the front knee, but press down into the right knee and the left foot to lift up. Lengthen the fingertips to the sky as you reach up, up, up. And then left hand comes down to your left hip. Reach your right hand up and over to the left side. Good, feeling that stretch go all the way down the psoas on the right side, all the way down the front side of the hip. Good, reach, reach, reach. And then back through center, plant your right hand down. Left hand comes to your left knee. Push your left knee out wide. And then come back through center. Good, keep this going as we're just bringing some movement into the hips as we send the knee out to the side with the left hand. Come back through center. Keep this going. Push out. Come back. 2 more. Last one as you push out, open up. And then plant your hand back down to the mat. Step back, do a plank pose. Find a nice solid plank. Then this time, inhale, shift your weight forward over the wrist line. Come onto the tippy toes. And then lower down halfway, chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the back of the skull to the sky. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll to the tops of your feet. Thighs are lifted off of the mat. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Then we exhale back to downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Nice work. And now this time, squat your hips back low. Crouching dog. Sit your hips low, knees lifted off the mat. Reach forward. And then as we launch forward, our right foot replaces our right hand. Bring our right hand back. Breathe out. And then we place our hand back down. Step our foot back. Squat low. Left side. Step forward. Hand comes back. Breathe out. Good. Keep this going. Right side. Breathe out. Inhale on the way back. Exhale as you step forward. Switching right and left side. Keep this going. Good. One more time on each side. Squat your hips back. Now this time, step your right leg forward to the outside of your right hand. Now shift your weight forward. And then squat your left knee in. Good, just draw it in. I know this is a weird position here, but just draw your knee into your left knee into your chest. And then send it back to lizard lunge. Good, 2 more times. We draw the left knee in. And then send it back. Good, 1 more time. Left knee squeezes in. Then send it back. Step your right foot back. Squat back. Good, this time left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. Now this time, bring your right knee in, squeeze your right knee into your chest. And then send it back, lizard lunge. 2 more, squeeze the right knee in. And then send it back. 1 more time, squeeze the right knee in. Send it back. Step your hips back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in for a moment. Big exhale out through the mouth. Good, all right, next we're gonna squat our hips back. Same thing, crouching dog, say your hips low. Now this time, step your foot way, way out to the right side of the mat. So you're like 6 inches past your right hand to the side. Good, this time now squeeze your left knee in and then sweep your left leg forward. Send your left leg along out in front of you. Bring your right elbow back. And then plant your right hand back down. Step back, crouching dog. Good, left side, left foot steps way to the outside of your left hand, off the mat. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. Sit your hips low, bring your right leg forward, right leg, toes point out. Bring your left elbow back. Good, plant your left hand down, step back to downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale out. Walk your hands little by little to the back of the mat. Forward fold, let your head hang heavy, grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. And then sit your hips down low, malasana or yogi squat. Turn your toes out to the sides, heels in. Hands to heart center, squeeze in towards the midline. Lift your chest, reach the crown of your head towards the sky, lift up. And then plant your left hand down in front of you. Reach your right arm to the sky as you twist open, turn your chest open towards the right side. Reach out through your right fingertips, reach up. Come back down through center, plant your right hand down. Left arm lifts to the sky, twist open, reach out through the left fingertips, twist your chest up towards the ceiling to the left side. And then come back down through center. From here, walk your hands back forward to a hovering tabletop bear pose. This is the last push of the class here. Now turn your knees to the right side. Bring your right elbow up and back. And then keep your hand and your foot just where they are. Pick up your left toes and then send your left leg out to the right side. Good, come back through center, hovering tabletop. Shift your knees to the left side. Bring your left elbow up and back. Send your right foot directly out to the right side. Come back through center, switch sides. Kick through to the side. Open up. Good, shift to the left. Kick your right leg out. Back through center. Good, keep this going. Left leg, send it out. Back through center. Right leg, kick out. Good, keep going side to side as you really open your chest. Kick your leg out, open up. Good, 2 more on each side. Final push here. Good, stay with it. Last time on each side. Good, kick out to the right side. Good, back to downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Half pigeon on the right side. Your right knee slides behind your right wrist. Nestle your hips down, untuck the back toes. Your shin is pretty parallel with the top of the mat. Doesn't have to be exactly. Maybe add a little diagonal here and then lower your chest down. Forearms or forehead down to the mat. Big breath in and exhale out through the mouth. Good, 2 more in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Good, last one in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Then slowly push your chest back up. Tuck your back toes and your hips back to downward facing dog here. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Half pigeon on the left side. Left knee sweeps behind the left wrist. Shin is pretty parallel with the top of the mat. A little bit of a diagonal here. Untuck the back toes. And then lower down to your forearms or forehead down to the mat. Take a breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. But really using your breath as a tool here. As you inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, soften down into the stretch. Really think like you're sending the breath down into the sensation of the stretch. Good, inhale through the nose. And exhale out. 2 more, big breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. And last one, in through the nose. And exhale out. Slowly start to lift your chest back up through center. Tuck the back toes here and send your hips back to a downward facing dog. And then lower down to your knees. Roll down to your backs. Squeeze your knees into your chest as you get down toward the mat. Little rock from side to side. Massage the low back here. Full happy baby, both soles of the feet to the sky. Grab the outer edges of your feet or your ankles. Draw your knees down towards the mat as you wiggle from side to side. Just gentle rocks back and forth here. And then slowly make your way back up to a seated position where we'll end class. Great work today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you want a free 7-day Primal Flow challenge direct to your inbox every day for the next week, check out the link in the pinned comments and the description below. And if you want to see more videos in the Primal Flow, you can check out this playlist here. And if you're feeling nice and warmed up and you want a little bit more fire, you can check out this video here. Thank you so much and see you in the next class. Bye.